What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the 50GS handgun from Modern Warfare. Today we're going to be really making it into a sniper variant of itself to turn this sucker into already a hand cannon at base. It does take 2 shots minimum to kill someone as long as you're in the effective range. At most, it will take you 3 shots if it's outside the effective range with a pretty high rate of fire, especially when you put on the lightweight trigger. And it's a pretty solid choice, but up to, like, as long as you're in the effective damage range for an enemy, or if the enemy's in your effective damage range, you're able to get a one-shot headshot with this handgun, so it is very fast for time to kill. So what we're going to be doing, like I said, going to be turning it into more of a hand cannon, and it is going to be a pocket sniper rifle. So in order to do this, we're going to go with a barrel, and we want to go down to the Forged Tack Enforcer barrel. It gives it a really cool, like, really good looking extended version of this. This is the longest barrel you can get out of it, obviously, and it already makes it to where it's a, super cannon. Now from there, this is your choice. You can go with a monolithic suppressor to increase that damage range by 7.5% or so, with getting the benefit of, sound suppression, but also weighing your gun down more. Or you can go with the muzzle brake to give you more recoil stabilization. And also adds on to a little bit more of the barrel to where it looks more like a sniper rifle barrel. I go with that because, that looks pretty solid and it helps me out for more consecutive shots and stuff. So from there, laser, I go with the tack laser to not only speed up the gun, but also make it to where it gives me aiming stability, which will stop that sway while you're looking down your sight, which you definitely need to mitigate. We're going to skip out on the ammunition. It comes with the base rounds of 7, so it's practically in the realm of sniper rifles and stuff for the capacity. As long as you're hitting your headshots and stuff, you're going to be pretty fine. Trigger action, now it's really up to you. You could go with the lightweight trigger to get those more and more like shots off every so often, but it does get rid of your aiming stability. But I go for the heavy trigger. This will decrease your fire rate, making it to where your time to kill is a lot slower. However, you get an incredible amount of aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, which you don't really need. Or you can kind of go for keeping your fire rate. It does go up a little bit, but it's like hardly anything, so it doesn't really change. And you get more aiming stability. So if you want to be insanely accurate, go with the heavy duty trigger, but your fire rate slower. Or you can go with the magic grade trigger, which increases your fire rate, but at no real major increase, and it also gives you aiming stability. So I want to go with the match grade just to make it to where it has that little bit of a sweet spot right in between there. And from there, you of course want to go with the optic. Now the highest zoom optics we have is the 3x optic and the scout optic, which is a 2.75. So it doesn't have the highest range of optics, which I guess makes sense. It is, at the end of the day, a handgun, so it'd be kind of odd if you had that. But yeah, so this is pretty much the sniper build to the 50GS, or in real life, the Desert Eagle handgun. It is shooting a 50 cal round out of a handgun. This is a actual sniper rifle as a secondary. So I want to go ahead and jump into the game. I'm not going to put in any kind of bots. I'm just going to show how it fires, how it handles and stuff. I want to make sure all the rules and stuff are set. Yep. So let's go ahead and jump in. Loadout 7, yep. So I'm just going to be running the M4 as a primary. It doesn't really matter what primary you're using. You can also speed up this gun to where you can make it insanely fast. And make it to where it's a hand cannon that you can rush people with. It actually is really doable for a primary weapon. There you go. I mean, it's so big, not even for a good portion of the inspection is off the screen with this.
You are clear to engage all threats.
Aiming stability, practically not there. Fire rate's pretty high. And it's pretty solid. So I mean that's pretty much like the handgun build. It looks pretty solid in base. You can also put on variants and stuff and scopes, or not scopes, camos and things like that on here. Make it to where it looks a lot cooler. But I actually like the default plat or chrome kind of look to it. It looks real nice. You know, aim, walk, and movement speed is also insanely fast for this gun, which is really cool. So you can actually be a lot more mobile with it while having the killing potential of a sniper. Now the only thing is that the recentering speed is not very high. And it doesn't really have, like I said, like a whole lot of ammo to it. It only has 7 rounds in the, you know, the actual chamber here, or in the magazine. I mean, one in the chamber, obviously, but I believe it comes with like another 3 magazines, but that's about it. It doesn't really hold a whole lot, and it does shoot the 50 GS rounds, so you can't pair it with anything. So unfortunately, you can't, you know, get like a sniper rifle or something to pair it with it, which is a bit of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so this is pretty good. So up to a 40-meter range, which is a pretty good ways out, especially for a handgun. You can get that one-shot headshot, but at longer ranges, outside of that, you're going to be shooting people twice, no matter what it is. So it's a hand cannon, but it's not as powerful as the 50 cal. Think of it more as a DMR kind of deal, like a marksman rifle or the Dragunov. It hits like a Dragunov. It does 77 damage in the limbs and 70 damage like in the upper torso and stuff. So, not in the upper torso, the whole torso. So that's what you're gonna be doing there. So it hits like a dang truck. You put on stopping power rounds, no matter what range you're at, you're going to die in one shot. You're just dead there. Stopping power rounds will make it a one shot. And then you definitely have yourself a hand cannon. You can literally snipe someone across the map with a handgun. Now, that is insane. I haven't really used this gun a whole lot until recently, and it is incredible. Especially when you put that stuff on. So yeah, there we go. That is the handgun. It's going to be a real short video, just kind of showing over stuff that you can put on there. Now, if you want to make it to where there's no aiming sway, like at all, like already there's a very small amount, but you can still see it, you can put on the heavy duty trigger, but that will lower your fire rate, and I don't really recommend that when you have a match grade trigger that increases your aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, but the only thing that you lose out of it is the hip fire accuracy, so it does technically turn it into a sniper rifle, but as a handgun. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this down in the comments. Do you guys think it's really interesting? Because I sure do. If it's a dang handgun that can shoot people and kill them this fast, yeah, sign me up for it being my secondary every single time. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.